Continuous improvement is the heartbeat of mastery, the driving force that separates excellence from mediocrity. It is the understanding that growth never truly ends, and that even the most skilled individuals have more to learn, refine, and discover. This concept encourages a mindset that thrives on evolution rather than stagnation. People who pursue mastery see every challenge as an opportunity to learn, and every success as a stepping stone to higher achievement. They know that no matter how advanced they become, there is always a new level to reach, a deeper understanding to uncover, or a finer detail to perfect. Continuous improvement begins with self-awareness, the ability to assess one's strengths and weaknesses honestly. Without this reflection, progress remains blind and inconsistent. By identifying areas for growth, individuals can focus their energy on what truly matters rather than wasting effort on tasks that offer little advancement. This habit of reflection builds a foundation for intentional growth, where learning becomes a structured and lifelong process. Small, consistent efforts often yield the most profound results, for mastery is built not in bursts of effort, but through persistent dedication over time. Discipline plays a vital role in this pursuit. Improvement requires daily commitment, even when motivation fades. Those who master their craft understand that consistency outweighs intensity. They practice deliberately, focusing on precision and understanding rather than mere repetition. Every attempt is a chance to improve upon the last, and every mistake becomes a lesson rather than a failure. This resilience transforms challenges into valuable experiences, allowing the learner to grow stronger and wiser with each step. In this process, patience becomes a necessity, as progress may be slow and incremental. Yet, those who trust the journey eventually witness how small efforts compound into extraordinary results. Another crucial element of continuous improvement is adaptability. In a world that evolves rapidly, skills can become outdated quickly. The commitment to improvement ensures that one remains relevant, innovative, and forward-thinking. It encourages curiosity, experimentation, and openness to new ideas. People who embrace this mindset never settle. They welcome change as an ally rather than a threat. This adaptability not only strengthens professional competence, but also nurtures personal growth, making individuals more resilient in the face of uncertainty. Feedback is another powerful catalyst for improvement. Constructive criticism, when accepted with humility, offers a mirror that reveals blind spots and hidden opportunities. It transforms the learning process into a dialogue, bridging the gap between where one is and where one aims to be. Those who value feedback see it not as judgment but as guidance toward higher standards. Ultimately, continuous improvement is a lifestyle, a philosophy that transcends skill and touches character. It teaches perseverance, humility, and the joy of becoming better each day. It reminds us that mastery is not about being perfect, but about being committed to progress. In every field, from art and science to leadership and personal growth, continuous improvement is the thread that weaves greatness. It is the silent discipline that shapes ordinary efforts into extraordinary achievements and keeps the flame of mastery alive throughout life. Discipline and patience form the backbone of mastery, acting as the twin pillars that support consistent growth and long-term achievement. Without discipline, the desire to improve fades with time, and without patience, frustration replaces focus. Together, they create a powerful balance that allows individuals to stay committed to their goals even when progress seems invisible. Discipline is the structured force that keeps one aligned with purpose, ensuring that daily habits, routines, and actions contribute to steady improvement. It demands self-control, sacrifice, and the willingness to stay true to a process, even when distractions or discouragement arise. Those who pursue mastery understand that talent alone is not enough. It must be paired with disciplined effort and a strong sense of responsibility toward one's craft. Patience, on the other hand, is the emotional strength that sustains discipline. Mastery takes time, often much longer than expected, and the results rarely appear overnight. The journey is filled with repetition, slow progress, and moments of doubt. Without patience, it becomes easy to give up when success feels distant. True learners understand that mastery is not a race, but a lifelong pursuit. Patience allows them to appreciate small improvements and recognize that every effort, no matter how minor, contributes to the bigger picture. It teaches them to embrace the process rather than rush the outcome. This mindset transforms frustration into motivation and waiting into preparation. Discipline provides the structure to act, while patience offers the wisdom to wait. Together, they teach balance, the art of doing and the art of enduring. The disciplined mind wakes up early to practice, studies consistently, and follows routines even when enthusiasm fades. The patient heart accepts that some days bring little visible progress, and that mastery often grows in silence, beneath the surface. This combination builds resilience, a key ingredient for long-term success. When obstacles arise, the disciplined individual persists, and the patient individual endures. Both qualities prevent the learner from being swayed by temporary failures or fleeting emotion. In every field, from art and athletics to science and leadership, discipline and patience distinguish the masters from the amateurs. Those who succeed are not necessarily the most gifted, but the most consistent and steadfast. They understand that setbacks are natural and that true skill develops through repetition and time. They do not measure progress by speed but by direction, ensuring that each effort, however small, moves them closer to excellence. Over time, discipline transforms actions into habits, and patience transforms habits into achievements. Ultimately, discipline and patience shape not only one's abilities, but also one's character. They teach humility, perseverance, and emotional strength. A disciplined person learns to respect time, while a patient person learns to trust it. Mastery demands both the control to keep going and the calm to let growth unfold naturally. When these two forces work together, they create a rhythm of steady progress, where every effort compounds quietly until the result becomes undeniable. Through discipline and patience, mastery stops being a distant dream and becomes a living reality built one deliberate step at a time. Learning from failure is one of the most powerful lessons on the path to mastery. Every failure carries within it the seeds of growth, insight, and transformation, yet many people fear it and avoid it. Those who understand mastery know that failure is not the opposite of success, but an essential part of it. It is through mistakes that one discovers limitations, learns to adapt, and gains the wisdom necessary to improve. Failure exposes weaknesses that might otherwise remain hidden, offering clarity about what needs to change. It humbles the learner, forcing them to confront reality rather than live in assumptions or comfort. This process of trial, error, and reflection builds resilience and a deeper understanding of both the craft and the self. When individuals embrace failure as a teacher rather than an enemy, they open the door to continuous improvement. Each setback becomes a valuable feedback system, showing what doesn't work and guiding future attempts. This shift in mindset transforms disappointment into data and frustration into focus. Masters in every discipline, from scientists to athletes to artists, share this trait. They view failure as information. They analyze what went wrong, adjust their approach, and try again with greater precision. Through this cycle of learning, they refine their methods and move closer to excellence. Failure, in this sense, becomes the foundation of innovation and discovery. Emotional strength is crucial in this process. Failure can be painful, especially when tied to pride or high expectations. However, those who seek mastery learn to separate their self-worth from their results. They understand that failing at a task does not mean they are failures as individuals. This emotional maturity allows them to approach setbacks objectively, turning them into stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Over time, the fear of failure diminishes because the learner realizes that every defeat carries hidden lessons that success often conceals. Success feels good, but failure teaches more deeply. Learning from failure also cultivates adaptability. When one plan collapses, a new one must be created. This adaptability strengthens creativity and problem-solving skills, allowing individuals to think in new ways and explore untested possibilities. Many great breakthroughs in history were born from repeated failures, inventions, discoveries, and works of art that only emerged after countless unsuccessful attempts. Each iteration brought its creator closer to understanding what worked and why. The ability to learn, adjust, and try again is what transforms failure from a dead end into a path forward. Ultimately, learning from failure builds resilience, wisdom, and confidence. It teaches that mastery is not achieved by avoiding mistakes, but by using them as tools for growth. The person who fails and learns becomes stronger than the one who never tries. Every failure adds depth to experience and strengthens determination. It reminds us that progress is rarely smooth, and that each setback is simply part of the greater story of achievement. In the journey toward mastery, failure is not a sign to stop, but an invitation to grow, refine, and rise with greater understanding than before. Purpose-driven practice is the heart of true mastery, because it gives direction, meaning, and energy to every effort. It is not enough to simply practice. One must practice with intention and clarity. Purpose transforms routine repetition into a conscious act of growth. It ensures that every moment of effort aligns with a larger goal and that the learner understands why they are doing what they do. Without purpose, practice can become mechanical, draining, and unproductive. With it, even the most repetitive tasks become steps toward excellence. A clear sense of purpose keeps motivation alive through challenges and inspires persistence when results come slowly. It provides a deeper reason to keep going beyond external rewards such as recognition or success, connecting the individual to something more meaningful, a personal mission or vision of mastery. Purpose-driven practice begins with setting clear goals. These goals act as guiding lights that give structure to effort and help measure progress. Instead of practicing blindly, a purposeful learner focuses on specific aspects of improvement, breaking complex skills into manageable parts. Each session has an aim, whether it is to strengthen a weakness, refine a technique, or test a new strategy. This targeted approach ensures that time and energy are invested efficiently, making each effort count. Purpose transforms quantity into quality, turning hours of work into meaningful progress. It encourages awareness during practice, being fully present, noticing details, and constantly asking, "How can I do this better?" Discipline and reflection are essential companions of purpose-driven practice. It requires the willingness to evaluate performance honestly and make necessary adjustments. Purpose-driven individuals don't practice just to confirm what they already know. They practice to explore what they have yet to master. They are not afraid of discomfort or failure because their motivation comes from growth rather than perfection. This mindset builds resilience, allowing them to sustain focus even during frustration or fatigue. Every setback becomes a reminder of their larger mission, keeping them aligned with their long-term vision of success. Purpose also provides emotional depth to the journey of mastery. When individuals connect their efforts to something they truly care about, whether it's personal fulfillment, contribution to others, or creative expression, their work gains passion and authenticity. This sense of meaning turns hard work into joy and persistence into pride. It fuels creativity and curiosity, encouraging learners to go beyond technical skills and express their individuality through their craft. Masters in any field are often those who find purpose in what they do. Their dedication is driven not by obligation, but by love for the process and the impact it creates. In the end, purpose-driven practice is what turns skill into art and ambition into legacy. It reminds us that mastery is not just about reaching a destination, but about walking a meaningful path. Every moment of effort, guided by purpose, shapes not only ability but also character. It teaches that greatness is achieved not by chance, but by consistent, intentional action rooted in purpose. When practice has meaning, progress becomes inevitable, and mastery becomes a reflection of one's deepest values brought to life through relentless, purposeful dedication.